Hi kids, today we are going to talk about vaccines, okay? I have to explain you first how the body works, okay, in order to understand this. So I am going to share this picture, okay? This is the immune system, okay? The immune system is the system of the body that is in charge of fighting against external particles. Okay, for example, the immune system is the, the one that is in charge of fighting against virus or bacteria. So look, our body has some barriers, okay? Here we can see the immune system. Okay, remember that we have, for example, the digestive system and, well, some systems. In this case, one of the first barriers that we have is the skin. Okay, for example, the skin does not allow to to does not allow to make the body enter some viruses or bacteria. Okay, another barrier that we have is the nose. The hair in the hairs, the little hairs in our nose are in charge to trap some bacteria, some virus. Okay, another barrier that we have, for example, is that when we eat, the stomach has a fluid that is extremely acid. Okay, so if a bacteria enters, the bacteria is not going to live in that very acid liquid. Okay, so the body has some defenses. Okay, as I told you, let me share the screen. Okay, I forgot to do it. No, I'm doing it. We have some mucous membranes. That is the example that I gave you of the nose. Okay, the lymphatic vessels are a system. Imagine that they are like veins. Okay, some veins that catch some virus or bacteria. In this case, the skin is what I told you. We have other nodules. Okay, I'm not going to explain you that because it's very complicated. The next thing that I am going to explain you is, well, this is an injection, it's a vaccine. We are going to get through that point. These are the white blood cells. I'm going to explain you that in a moment. But before this, I want to explain you two things. The difference between a virus and the difference between a bacteria. This is a bacteria. This is a virus, okay? The bacteria is a living thing. Okay, the bacteria is alive. The bacteria need, well, bacteria, because we do not say bacteria, it's the form we refer to it. Okay, bacteria are living things. They are very small. Okay, you cannot see them. You need a microscope to see a bacteria. Okay, bacteria are alive, and bacteria have to enter to your body, and they need other cells to uh, to survive. What I mean, bacteria, for example, you catch one, no? You eat in the street, you eat some food that is not good, so that food has bacteria that is going to enter to your body. Okay, those bacteria need to reproduce. Okay, you need 2 bacteria, then you are going to have 4, 8, 16, and when you have a lot of bacteria, it's called a colony. Okay, when there's a colony, you start getting sick. How do you get sick? Well, that is something that I'm going to explain you. I'm going to use this, okay? I am going to use my finger to draw because you know that I love the word. Okay, so this is the bacteria that you eat. Okay, bacteria need to reproduce. Okay, you need 2 bacteria. Okay, imagine that they are going to be then lots of bacteria. Okay, and you will be sick. The body is going to defend you. Okay, so for example, one of the mechanisms to defend your body is the fever. Okay, why fever? Okay, bacteria need, for example, 36, 37 Celsius degrees to live. Okay, if that is the body temperature. Okay, a normal body temperature is of 36 to maybe 37 Celsius degrees. Okay, so the body says, okay, you have bacteria, you have a strange living things living in your body, so the body is going to make your body hot. Okay, it's going to increase the temperature to maybe 37.5 degrees or 38 degrees or maybe 39 degrees. The body wants to kill the bacteria. Okay, that's why you have fever when you get sick. That's one way of defending your body. Other way of defending your body is when you, for example, you have a throat ache and your body gets bigger. Okay, so the cells want to fight against the bacteria. Okay, but what I want you to understand is that bacteria are alive. Okay, and bacteria need to reproduce. Okay, then your body has other cells. I am going to clean this mess, and now I'm going to share. This is a picture of the bacteria. The body has other cells, for example, the white blood cells. These are the white blood cells. These cells are in charge. Imagine that these cells are the soldiers, okay, the army of the body. And these cells are in charge of killing the bacteria, okay? So these cells are going to reproduce and they are going to try to kill the bacteria. That's why if you analyze your blood, when you are sick, the number of white blood cells is going to increase. So that is another mechanism of defending your body. Okay, now the virus. This is a virus, okay? This is difficult to understand. Some scientists say that viruses are alive. Some other scientists say that viruses are not alive. Why? The virus is, this is the structure of a virus. Imagine the coronavirus, okay? The structure of a virus is just a very small particle of DNA, okay? It's here in the center, okay, of the smallest part, the easiest part of a gene, okay, the DNA. It's here, the DNA, okay, but DNA is not alive, okay. DNA is only a square that you need in a gene, okay. A gene is a very tiny part, okay. A cell is bigger than a gene, okay. So the material that has a virus inside is called DNA, okay. Then the virus has a protein coat, okay. Imagine that I have the DNA and I need something to protect or to cover the DNA. This is, I'm going to write here, DNA, okay? my particle of DNA needs some protection, okay? This protection is made of protein, okay? And it's a capsid, okay? The important thing here, the DNA is going to be covered by the protein, okay? Then this is the sheath of the virus, okay? And this is the tail fiber of the virus, okay? This is well, these are the parts of the virus. A virus isn't extremely small, okay? It's smaller than bacteria, okay? And remember that bacteria are alive. But the virus, in this case, is extremely, extremely small, okay? So this is the core proteins, the capsid, that is going to protect this material, okay? The RNA, okay? This is called in Spanish. So then it has a lipid envelope. Lipid means fat, grease, like oil, like the oil that you use for cooking, is the one that is going to protect the virus. Okay, so as you can see, the virus is not alive, okay? It's difficult to understand, but imagine, these tails fibers are going to enter, well, all the virus is going to enter to your body, okay? The easiest virus that we can understand is the flu, okay? Flu is the when you have a achoo, okay? So the flu is a virus. If a person is sick of flu and they sneeze, this little virus is going to fly in the air, and if you breathe, the virus is going to enter to your body. What happens inside your body? Okay, this is a cell, okay? Your body is formed by cells. Your body has millions of cells, okay? Inside the cell, you have also genetic material. The genetic material is very, very small, okay? But inside the cells, you have the genetic material. That is like the program, like the software of a computer. So the virus needs to enter, and the virus, these are the feet of the virus, okay? Here we have the sleeve and the capsid, okay? This is the capsid of the virus. The virus is going to connect the tail with your genetic material. When it is connected, imagine that is a software. The virus has a software and your cells have a software. So the virus is going to connect your software with its software. And it's like a virus of a computer, okay? And the program, the program that has your gene is going to be infected by the virus. So your cell is not going to work for you. The cell is going to work now for the virus. When the virus can connect with your genetic material, the virus is going to start producing equal copies. That's why I say that the virus is not alive, okay? The virus is going to make equal copies, okay? Imagine this is the flu virus connected to your genetic material. This is your genetic material. So your cell is going, your cell is, in the normal days, your cell gives the order to create another cell, okay? Because cells change always. So your cell is going to produce another cell for your body and another cell for your body, and that's happening every day. But in this case, the program of your cells is going to be invaded by the virus. So now your cell is not going to create more cells your cell is going to create more viruses. So when you start having lots of viruses, you get sick. In this case, the flu. What happens with the virus? The virus inside here, in this DNA and in this RNA, okay? The virus is like a program of a computer. So the virus is programmed to die. Imagine to die because it's not alive. The virus has a period of life, okay? For example, 7 days. That's why the flu is going to end in 7 days, okay? Also, your body is going to try to kill the virus, okay? Your body is going to fight against this, but some viruses win the war. Imagine that this is a war between you, your body, and the viruses, okay? So some viruses are going to win the war, okay? And your body is not going to win it by itself. That's why humans invented something called vaccines, okay? A vaccine works by training the immune system. I told you what the immune system is, okay? The work of a vaccine is to help the body to recognize and combat pathogens. Pathogens are, imagine, maybe virus and bacteria, okay? So to do this, some molecules of the pathogens have to be introduced to your body to make an immune response, okay? These molecules are called antigens. So how does this work, okay? I'm going to share again this, okay? So I told you that the antigen, the antigen must be introduced in your body, okay? How? With an injection, okay? The vaccine is the injection, well, the vaccine is inside the injection. And when it enters to your body, we're injecting antigens, okay? How can we create the vaccine? Well, I told you that the virus is this, and it has a protection here. So what people do, what scientists do, is to make this virus weak. I make it weak, very, very weak, okay? Weak is the opposite of strong, okay? It is not strong, it is very weak. So I prepare viruses, weak viruses, and I introduce them in the injection, okay? So what happens when you receive the injection? Well, the immune system, the one that I was telling you, the one that defends you from the external pathogens, okay, is going to create some cells to fight against that, okay? But the virus is not going to kill you because it's weak, but your body is going to recognize the invasors, and it's going to produce something called antibodies, okay? The antibodies are cells. I imagine they are going to be soldiers. They are cells that are going to fight against this weak virus. And also the body has memory, okay? So those antibodies that are going to be produced when you receive the vaccine are going to be there kept, okay? So if you are in contact or if you're in touch with a person with an illness and you have already received the vaccine, your body is going to fight against those viruses and you are not going to get sick. Okay, that is how a vaccine works. Okay, so what else? What else? When your body starts producing antibodies, okay, these cells are going to be there for many years. Okay, for example, some vaccines you only receive some vaccines once in your life, but other vaccines you must be receiving them every year. Okay, because the virus can change. Okay, so scientists start finding other, well, they make the virus weak and they inject it to you, so your antibodies are going to be changing. Okay, so remember that vaccines contain weak or dead bacteria or virus, because in this case I explained you about the virus, but with the bacteria it happens the same. Okay, so how do I make a virus weak? Well, remember that I told you that the virus has this capsid. Okay, the virus has this lipid these proteins that are going to protect the genetic material inside. What a scientist does is to cut a little, for example, cut some parts and make the capsid weak, okay, so that your body can create the antibodies. Okay, well, talking about this, maybe I can tell you the coronavirus is a virus. It is like this. The coronavirus has this material inside, and the capsid of the virus is made of fat, okay, of grease, oil. That's why the soap is going to break this capsid, and that's why it's very important to be washing the hands, because the capsid is made of oil and the soap cuts the oil. Okay, scientists haven't found how to make the coronavirus weak. That's why we don't still have a vaccine. When we have the vaccine, you will receive the injection, your body is going to create antibodies for this virus, and then you are not going to be sick anymore. Okay, so I think it's clear. Look, this is the antigen. Okay, the antigen is what you receive in the vaccine, the injection, and the antibody is the cell that your body is going to produce. Okay, how it works? Look, the antigens, okay, is this small part of the virus, okay, and the antibody. Look, this has different forms. It's like a puzzle. Imagine a puzzle like this. This piece of the puzzle has to fit this piece of the puzzle, okay? And then we start making some puzzles. Now I can do it like this or like this, okay? It's like a puzzle, okay? So the part of the virus that you cut and that you introduce to your body, the antigen, okay, must have the same form. For example, this one is easy. So if the antigen has this form, okay, of a triangle, the antibody is going to find the same form. so that it can be like a puzzle, okay? And that the body can fight against the this is a binding fragment, okay? Look how it fits perfectly here, okay? So that is the way a vaccine works, okay? Important words here. Well, the important words that we must know, for example, immune system. Okay, I have already told you what the immune system is. I'm going to write it here. Immune system, okay, is the system that defends your body against virus or bacteria. Also, an important word here, well, of course, virus, that I told you that is a very small particle that I consider that is not alive, okay? The bacteria is a living thing that needs to reproduce, okay, and needs others, needs a living thing to live, okay? Scientist, okay, scientist is the person that is in charge of working with science, no? Then illness is what a virus or a bacteria produce, okay? For example, some illnesses, well, the easiest, the flu, okay? Salmonella, well, we have many illnesses, okay? Disease is another word. It's a synonym of illness, okay? Disease. Illness or disease is the same. Then germs are some pathogens, okay? As I told you, pathogen, okay? Germs cause illnesses, okay? Cells are the most simple parts of your body, okay? If you gather many cells together, you will have a tissue. I'm going to write here, many cells together form a tissue. Many tissues together form an organ, and many organs together form a system. Okay, for example, the cells, tissues, organs, different organs, the mouth, esophagus, trachea, the stomach, and the intestines, and we have the digestive system. Okay, immunized means, look, immunized. This word means that your body has the antibodies necessary, and now you are not going to get sick. That is the meaning of that word. Also, vaccine. Well, I told you that vaccine is the injection that has inside the injection that has inside the antigens, okay, that are going to make your body fight the disease, okay. And I told you that the body has memory. Those are called memory cells, okay. The memory cells are the ones that are going to recognize the enemies, and they are going to fight against them. I told you also about the white blood cells. Okay, these cells are going to fight against illnesses, and there are also other cells called T cells. Okay, they are going to fight against the enemies of the body. Okay, well, In case you get sick with because of a bacteria, you need to take an antibiotic. Okay, an antibiotic is a substance that is going to help bacteria stop reproducing. Okay, in the case of the virus, the only thing that we can do is to wait for the specific days until the virus stops living. Okay, and well, I think that's the only thing that you must know. Okay, so with your teachers, you are going to continue working with this information. I hope you like this class. You know that I love to explain this kind of things. See you.